moment, and Salah's been casting her eye over the sport this weekend.
Yeah, and it makes it really exciting to watch, doesn't it? I think you can probably guess from the picture if I just stand back. Yeah, this is the chap we're talking about this morning, Mo Salah. Did you see that second goal of his yesterday? It was ridiculous, helping Liverpool's Premier League title defence get back on track. He in fact scored 2, helping Liverpool to a 3-1 victory at West Ham. And Tottenham lost even more ground on the leaders. Adam Wilde rounds up a dramatic Sunday in the Premier League. Now, the Duke of Cambridge has described as despicable the racist abuse being aimed at footballers. Manchester United's Marcus Rashford was the latest victim just this last season. England's Paul Casey. Wow, look at that trophy. That's Paul Casey saying he has rediscovered his love for golf after winning his first tour title in 14 months. That then, Louise?
Yes,
the sand?
yeah, I totally do.
I know that got you interested. You were like, oh.
I know how difficult that is as well.
That hill looked massively inappropriate, didn't it?
It did.
Far too steep.
That's the perfect word. It was inappropriate.
I love that. It's a bike race, but you can't actually ride your bike. You have to get off and run.
Carry it.
The size of Paul Casey's trophy, that's got to be one of the biggest in sport, that, isn't it? It's an absolute whopper.
Fantastic, isn't it? What's the other one? Is there an ice hockey one? That's
the Stanley Cup is,
yeah,
that's enormous.
Yeah, but
makes you thankful for the Ashes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well done, we won.
Tiny.
Thanks, Al. See you later. Thank you. So you're talking, aren't you, as well, about online abuse too?
Again, unfortunately, it's something we have talked about before on this programme. And after the weekend, now the Duke of Cambridge has stepped in and has described as despicable the racist abuse being aimed at footballers. Manchester United's Marcus Rashford was the latest victim this weekend.
Soon.
Liverpool got their Premier League title defence back on track last night with an emphatic 3-1 win at West Ham that took them up to 3rd in the table. That's all your sport.
Thank you very much. I was going to say Carol, but you're not Carol.
Carol's next.
Carol
I wish
now.
I was Carol.
If we were all called Carol, that would make things a lot easier, wouldn't it? Thank you, Carol. Let's go to Carol now.
Yes, thanks, Carol. See, about the sport, but also about online abuse as well. Morning.
Terrible, terrible situation. Yes, the Duke of Cambridge has called for racist abuse aimed at footballers to stop. It comes after Manchester United's Marcus Rashford was the latest player to be targeted. Joining me now is Ife Anora, former footballer, now a qualities officer for the PFA, and Bruce Daisley, who is the former European Vice President for Twitter. Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning, Sally.
Ife, I'm just going to start with you and say, here we are again. How frustrated are you?
Enormously.
And Bruce Daisley, thank you both very much indeed. And a Facebook spokesperson said the company takes racism down and removes people who continually break the rules. Twitter says it identifies accounts that violate the rules and takes enforcement action. Obviously, it's a very, very difficult and distressing situation for any footballer who over the weekend has been targeted, because you see how now footballers will use social media for good reasons, hugely powerful platforms. You saw what Marcus Rashford did with free school meals, talking directly to families and to kids. So it's they're in a very difficult situation to want to be able to communicate with people, but really not want to receive this horrible abuse.
I think it's a very interesting discussion, and everything that they said also has resonance for not just footballers as well. It's sort of so many people, doesn't it?
For all of us, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Sam.
Big questions to answer. About half an hour ago,